Hi, I'm Dean with Old English Outfitters, and today we're going to be talking about the brand new Taurus GX4 Carry. Now, full disclosure, Taurus did send us this on a pre-release program. We will have had this gun for about a month, and we have been testing it and shooting it and just seeing how it performs. A very comparable, I think the best way to compare it would be as the Hellcat is to the Hellcat Pro, the regular GX4 is to the GX4 Carry. Slightly larger both in barrel and frame, and 15 round capacity. So let's go over some of the features. Working from the bottom to the top, you do have a slightly extended magazine. They do this for two reasons. Number one, to be able to get 15 rounds in the gun while keeping the frame compact. And number two, to give you a nice ledge for stripping magazines. Something that I have found to be a problem. You put a flush fit mag in something that's got a mag well or something that really buries in your hand, it can be difficult to get it out there while you maintain a good grip on the firearm. This kind of solves that issue. And the hang down that you see here is not overly egregious. You really don't notice it all that much. It doesn't cause it to print more or anything like that. So not too bad. Very similar grip to the GX4. The exact same texture, just a little bit longer. And it does feel very comfortable in hand. You know me, I like leaning more towards compact guns and less micro guns. And this is kind of that nice, just right size. It's just small enough that it's still a very small gun, but it fills my hand. And this nice little palm swell they give you here really does bury you up into the beaver tail and keep the gun right in the right spot for your grip. It does come with two back straps, so you can interchange those at your own discretion. The magazine release is reversible, same as it was in the GX4. Same exact trigger as the GX4, that very small kind of angled flat trigger. Now, this has been a little bit of a topic of debate. Some people don't like it. Me, I actually do like it because it gives you basically only one place to put your finger. Now, if you're trying to stay exclusively on the flat of the trigger, it's going to feel like a really small baby trigger shoe. Too small, in fact. But if you sink the pad of your finger into the V of the trigger shoe, it does give you a nice repeatable place to put your finger, and you get good traction and leverage on the trigger shoe itself. They say the internals of this are Teflon coated to help with the self-lubrosity of the gun itself. And it did feel very smooth. The slide is very easy to pull back, and the trigger is a relatively light trigger. Feels the exact same as the GX4 did. Brakes the same, all that kind of stuff. If you want to hear more about the mechanism and the internals about the GX4 itself, we do have a video on that one that's in our YouTube history. Up from there, same slide as the GX4. A little bit longer, like we said. It is a very comparable gun. All of these are going to come optics cut for that RMSC footprint. Fits the Holosun 507K, the EPS carry, all that kind of stuff. Same as on the GX4, you do have steel sights. They're not night sights. It's just a black serrated rear and a white dot front, but they are compatible with Glock sights. Now that the GX4 has been out for a while, we have discovered that is the case a little more than half the time. Usually the rear sight drifts in with no problem, but the height of the front sight screw, and then I think the actual material width of the top of the slide is a little bit different between a Glock and a GX4. So some Glock sights will fit, some will not, specifically in the front sight area. The accuracy of the gun was very accurate, it grouped well. And you do have a visible loaded chamber indicator on the top of the barrel shroud. Just a little hole for you to get that pop of color, see some brass in there, and see if there's anything in your chamber, either a live round or an obstruction. This gun shot very well. Like I said, the feel of the grip, the way that back strap really sucks you up into the beaver tail, it sat very still. It shot very well for a compact gun. The recoil impulse was very nice. I had no trouble keeping it flat and getting quick follow-up shots, and it seemed very easy to be accurate with. I've talked about that. Inherent accuracy, how accurate is the pistol at base, mechanically, but how easy is it for you to shoot it? And this gun was very easy to shoot and be accurate with. Make no mistake, Taurus is still a budget firearm. They have made their name, and they continue to make their name for having probably the best budget gun you can afford. You pay a little bit more than something like your very cheapest Ruger, like an EC9, or certainly more than a High Point, but you do get a lot of performance and a good feel. And in the last few years with the GX4 line, there's one thing I've noticed. Taurus is still a budget pistol, but for somebody brand new walking into a gun store, these guns make it a lot harder to tell which gun is more expensive. This looks and feels like a higher-end pistol. Whereas the G2C, G3C, though they are good firearms, you can definitely tell that they're a budget gun. This is blurring the line a little bit. Honestly, this is a very nice pistol to own. I would have no problem recommending it to anyone that's balling on a budget. It shot very well, performed well, and it has been 100% reliable for us so far. Guys, thank you so much for watching. If you like what you saw, please like this video, leave a comment, and subscribe to our channel. In addition, we do have an Instagram at OE Outfitters. Please go over there, check it out. If you like what you see, give us a follow. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you next time.